Welcome to the Funny Hour. You are joined by James and Tom, who is sat next to me.
Right here.
That's me slapping his thigh.
No, it's not slapping me ass, slapping me thigh.
Yeah, we are actually,
live from Sheffield.
We're live from Sheffield. This is our first podcast for many a year that we've done together.
20 years. Well,
20 years. No, we were, as we spoke about before that podcast, we were Arctic Monkeys top 8 fodder.
Yeah, exactly. Let's give it up in the end.
Yeah. We should have probably stopped there because since then it's gone downhill.
Yeah.
We're no longer kind of top 8 friends with Arctic Monkeys.
No, exactly. MySpace, I don't even know if it exists anymore. So.
I think it does. Yeah, I remember checking a year ago. My profile's still there.
Is it?
A picture of me with my legs dangling over a railway track.
Looking moody,
yeah.
Is Tom still your friend, isn't it?
Tom's still my friend, yeah. It was more kind of a dating platform back then for me.
Type of crew.
yeah.
Crew girls.
Crew female, yeah.
Women, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. This was cancelled. So, yeah.
Some major differences, though. We are together. We've both got a mic.
Yes. I think when we did it live last time, it was one of those old PC mics, like on a jack.
Yes.
And it was like a really long, thin mic that you could bend around a bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like.
And the mic was...
yeah, and the microphone looked like this. Yeah, proper made by Logitech.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's like, proper kit. It's even got like a Mariah Carey kind of spit
muff.
On it. Yeah. Is that what it's called?
Muffler, I think. Yeah. You might remember.
It's like tight.
You might remember when we were in the band and we were recording demos.
Yeah.
I made my own muffler out of a sellotape reel.
Yeah.
And put me pair of mum's tights over it. So that Martin, the lead singer, could do his vocals that way. So yeah, it is. It's just like tights, isn't it? Yeah. It's very innovative.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
As an 18, 19-year-old, yeah.
Another major difference is we're actually drinking.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
You may get the odd belch.
Yeah.
We've already had a couple of beers, haven't we?
Just a couple. Yeah.
Just two. Just to wet the whistle.
Surrounded by Sheffield Wednesday fans.
Yeah, so we went to the pub at 12, didn't we? And I live quite close to Sheffield Wednesday's home ground, so we were surrounded by Wednesday fans.
Yeah.
So we've left and we've come back to my house to record the podcast.
Mm-hmm. It's not a Christmas podcast yet, is it?
No, I mean that'd been really good if we did the Christmas edition.
I know, yeah,
because that is our favourite. You haven't brought your hat, no, and the tree's not up.
So can't really do that yet. I don't know. I'm still not. I've got Christmas songs in there, but I can't justify playing them yet.
Agree. I've kind of got the thing where the kids are starting to get out Christmas books.
Yes.
And they're those ones where you press like a reindeer and it starts playing Rudolph.
Yeah. Not like the Argos catalogue Christmas book. Right?
No, the Book of Dreams. What's Bill Bailey call it?
Oh, yeah. What was it called? The Book of Dreams.
The Book of Dreams, yeah.
Yeah.
Laminated to catch the tears of joy.
That was it. He used to just circle it and stuff like that. Straight to the toy section.
Yeah. I don't think...
Yeah.
We were probably the last generation to probably experience Argos in its original form.
And the Empire catalogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to have called Moses.
Oh, yeah.
Moses. Yeah, the catalogue man used to come.
So when you're like 12, around that age when things start to happen, Empire catalogue, see-through bar section.
Yeah, Wonder Bra, Wonder Messenger.
There's none of this stuff on that online. No.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Let's get it when we could.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's either a mag shoved in the hedge or that.
Oh, God, I remember you used to go down to the woods and there was magazines shoved in the...
Job as well.
Yeah. What's this? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's an 8-year-old. But, the Argos, I remember going there before watching Crew Alex just to get a Tamagotchi.
Did you?
Yeah, like fill in a ticket,
go
to the desk. Are they still in stock because they were all the rage? Yes, they were.
Is it still alive?
Well, That's all. I didn't watch the game. I was just on my Tamagotchi, trying to keep it alive, feeding it.
Your dad's like, what's it?
Yeah, I paid £9 for this.
He's feeding.
Yeah. So yeah,
It's crying.
yeah, it's crying.
And it's messed.
Yeah, you'll be crying in a minute. So yeah, that's how long ago we recorded this. We were barely out of nappies.
I know, exactly. It's scary. And I'm drinking lager beer hell, which isn't as bad as it sounds. It's actually very, very, very nice.
Yeah. So just for anyone who knows, Tom has some strict kind of guidelines. Well, not strict, but he has a favourite kind of genre of beer, which is A, German.
Yeah.
B, it must contain a monk or religious figure on the label.
Exactly, yeah.
And C, be at least 300 years old brewery.
If the brewery is not from 1099, then it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's not from when near enough where the Battle of Hastings was, then it's not going to taste that nice.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's I think the 2 beers that you got are all brewed in Munich,
Oh
aren't
god,
they?
yeah. München beer.
Yeah, Munchen beer.
Yeah, like Munchen Gladbach.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a date on this one, actually.
It's not from 1068, is it?
No, probably not.
No.
It tastes lovely. Yeah, so that's my rules. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Goose Island, which is a beer that you got me for my birthday.
Yes.
This particular one, Midway, is really nice.
Yeah.
It's hoppy. I'm burping as we speak. It's hoppy, it's tropical, and it's refreshing.
Just like me.
Just like me. I'm very tropical. Coming from Crewe and living in Sheffield, it's kind of built into my DNA to be tropical, really.
Tropical fish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, is it? Yeah.
It's very nice, yeah.
It says happy, tropical, refreshing.
Yeah.
So,
Session IPA, yeah. So,
yeah. Oh, not happy hop.
Yeah. It's a very happy beer. Yeah, you will be happy once you've had a few, yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah, we've got our beers on the go.
We've got our beers.
We have got an agenda. Is that the word?
Yeah, I think so. We've got set stuff that we want to go through. Like usually we would be recording this separately. We'll be able to look each other in the eye. We'll be able to put each other's hands on each other's knees and stuff like we are now.
Yeah.
So it's nice. It's nice to be personal and close.
It is, yeah.
Thanks for inviting me up. I'm sorry what I did in the toilet.
It's fine. The wife will deal with it. So don't So yeah, quick rundown. Actually, it might be slightly bit different today. So
okay.
We're going to start with tweets of the month.
Tweets of the month, yeah.
Then we'll head to an advert break. Mm-hmm. And then we'll come back with, what the book was there?
What the book was there?
Which I've just remembered I have not got any ready.
Have you not?
No, but so in the advert break, I will hurriedly find 3
That's
books.
Fine. Yeah. It can make up some books if you want.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, they're that bizarre. Most of them do sound made up, but they're not the genuine.
Yeah.
And then we've got a new feature, haven't we? Which shall we save the name and the description of it till?
Yeah, I think so. It's going to be it's going to be interesting, it's especially targeted at anyone who's ever seen a heavy metal band in their life, probably.
Yeah, and which when we were growing up in Crewe around 18, 19, it was heavily kind of heavy metal influence.
Exactly, and you just see some band names. You know, when you walk past the place and you see Live Tonight or something, or acts coming up, and you'll read through them, and some like nice ones like Leaf or Sugar Cube or something like that.
Yeah,
and then you'll just see one name and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah,
this is dedicated to them kind of names.
Yeah.
That can't be right.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So yeah, we got a new feature, and then we're going to finish off with obviously the classic feature, which is Weird News, and then Classic Album.
Yes. And
Tom is hoping that he hasn't picked another. He's not doubled up again.
Because I can't. Because what's mine? Scapegoat one.
Marty McCutcheon, You, Me and Us.
You, Me and Us, Marty. So if I have done this one before, it's going to have to be Marty McCutcheon, You, Me and Us.
Yeah. Which is on a par with Claire.
Yeah, and I just think the one that I've had in my head, I think I've already done.
Oh, Tom's panicking now.
Yeah,
Tom is panicking.
I'm really low. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick something really obscure, like Hungarian folk music.
Yeah, just go for something that definitely we'd never pick. Yeah, like Marty McCutcheon, You, Me and Us. I mean, yeah.
We could have Claire again.
We could have Claire. Did she do a second album?
No.
The record label.
The first one was why change it? Why try and be perfection?
Hey, bow out at the top. It's better to burn out than fade away.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
So yeah.
So that's us.
That's us. So yeah, we're going to kick off. Tom is giving us tweets of the month.
Yeah. Have we got a jingle?
Tweets of the month.
Thanks.
That's it. That's all we got.
Okay. Yeah. So what we do like to do in this feature is just as you know, when you're scrolling through your Twitter, if you have Twitter and stuff, or maybe even Facebook or other social media outlets, you'll see things that will make you laugh and chuckle. And so what we're just trying to do is record it. It's usually no context Britain until it usually gets us and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of things like that. I know it's not, we can't visually show you it, but we can at least describe it and stuff. And it's just things that make it funny, and we usually retweet them anyway and stuff anyway, so you can see them.
I'd imagine we'd probably retweet most of them. Yeah.
And most of them have like a relevant story behind them. So the first one is someone who's on the World Cup in Qatar. So the World Cup in Qatar is just about to happen tomorrow. Very controversial in terms of political, also about the homosexuality aspect of it and that kind of thing.
I love the way that now in the Western media, the banning of beer has become more political than
anything else.
Human rights and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly, beheading people and stuff like that.
I don't mind you chopping their heads off as long as I can have a beer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you should say that.
Okay.
Because that's it. So it's like nothing of. So this tweet was is something I found on Twitter, and it was on no context Brits, of course. It's a usual one. So it's someone that's gone to Qatar, who spent a hell of a lot of money through. So it's not cheap, is it? With hotels, transfers out there, stay, and then that's even before you get your tickets to the places and stuff. So if you were going there with the lads and stuff, you'd probably want a beer, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Qatar.
Okay.
It's dry. So he's tweeted, nothing like a good old pint of tea in the sun.
It's got ice in it, has it?
Yeah, it's like a registered pint, but it's tea.
So so maybe when you go to the bar now, you say, "Can I have a pint?"
You'll get a pint of tea.
The clock where you're from, England,
Yeah.
they love tea.
Yeah.
Pint of tea.
Pint of tea. Is there any alcohol in this? No, thanks.
What can you get served up if you were like from France? A non-alcoholic French drink.
Is this such a thing?
Well, coffee, is that more Italian or is that French? You might get a coffee.
Yeah, you'd have a cappuccino or something like that.
Yeah. Or I've actually just seen somewhere that, in Welsh, the Welsh language, microwave is poppy ping.
Is that true?
I believe it's true.
Is that true?
And this one's even weirder.
Yeah.
Cappuccino in Welsh is frothy coffee. So
what do you wear frothy coffee?
I'll have a frothy coffee. If you just by the way, if you hear any squeaking noise or banging the doors, it's my 1-year-old with his and the 3-year-old looking through the door saying, "What's going on?"
He's a bit of a raver, so he's got a whistle out.
He's got it's all going off the other side of the door here.
Yeah, so I thought that was quite funny, the fact that you'd go all that way, spend all that money, and then you just end up with the same old basic cup of tea that you get at home and stuff.
An iced tea and a pint of.
An iced tea and pint of, but in a proper King's kind of glass.
Yeah.
Pint registered.
Yeah.
So that's perfect.
With the crown on it.
I love that. The second tweet is someone, it's not from Twitter this time, I should say. The second social media post is from someone selling something on Facebook.
Okay.
Now, we've had these before where someone said Apple TV for sale, and it's literally an apple on top of a television.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing. But this one, I think it really takes the biscuit. They've said for £3, you can get yourself a Nintendo Switch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sounds like a bargain.
Well, how much are they using?
A couple of £100.
Yeah, right. Like $250.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard this expression, sold as seen?
Yeah.
So this is what has been sold as you've seen. So it's basically your bog standard light switch with Nintendo written on it.
It comes with a game?
Yeah, and a little Pokemon symbol.
Yeah.
And that's it. So
it
is literally a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, you can't argue with that.
If it was in a court of law, they have sold you a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it and stuff like that, they have sold you a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. I think the thing is, they missed the trick here, is that they could have sold it for £200, 180 quid, 150 quid.
No, but that's what someone did on there. They sold an Apple TV. And it was, it was a rough old telly that didn't work anymore with Apple on the top of it. Super glued. So you couldn't even eat it.
Right. It had gone off by the time it arrived.
Yeah, exactly. It had got brown and stuff. Yeah, so it wasn't Apple TV and stuff.
So that is sold as seen, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't argue with it.
Yeah, so you just can't beat that kind of ingenuity in British spirit.
I try to think, like, if you think of anything else you could sell like that, an expensive luxury item.
Yeah. Maybe like,
a hot point.
Yeah.
Fridge.
Yeah.
Just a really hot point.
You mean like a poker or something?
Yeah. I don't know how it will remain hot when it gets to the destination.
Well, yeah, still sold the same.
So,
exactly. Yeah. Cool. So the last one I've got is someone who's put, I think it was on No Context Brits and stuff. It looks like someone that's written into a newspaper. Okay, and the third one I've got, it's kind of a situation that's cropping up a lot now, is this gender identity and equality and that kind of stuff, which is all fair enough. But sometimes it goes a little bit too far.
Yeah.
If you're born with a certain name, then you can't help the way you're called and stuff. So this guy's written into a newspaper. I think it was put on No Context Brits again. So his name is Guy Lyndhurst.
Yeah.
So he said, all this gender neutral stuff is worrying me. My name is Guy, man, son. Will I have to change my name to person?
Right, yeah.
It's a very valid point.
Yeah, because you've got to kind of make everything neutral.
That's covering every male thing. Guy, man,
son. Yeah.
Yeah.
Person.
So person.
Person.
Man, son. Yeah.
It's a good point, isn't it?
It's a very good point. Yeah. So that's one to mull over.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know what everyone thinks about this. I don't know where the public opinion would be on kind of some of the extreme kind of gender neutral ideas.
Yeah, like Fisherman's Friend.
Yeah. Now, it's a brand.
Yeah.
Fisherman's Friend.
Fisherman's Friend. Yeah.
You don't want it, don't buy it.
No,
but plenty of other people buy it.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about calling someone a fisherman?
I don't mind it.
Isn't there something like 97% of people who work on trawls are men?
I think they found, I remember this being on like some morning programme or something, and they found one woman that was working on a trawler, and she said, "Why are you wasting your time?"
Right.
Yeah. She's just like, "I'm not bothered. Why are you wasting your time and stuff?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of it is kind of the...
She'll just say, "I'm a fisherwoman."
Yeah.
Or a Fisher Price.
Or trawl... Oh, I was going to say a trawlerman, but that's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what? It's one of those things where the majority of people aren't bothered, and the majority of people who are involved in that, who work on trawlers, aren't bothered.
No. But the people that are outraged are liberals.
It's always the extremes, isn't it, that are outraged, yeah.
Yeah, those are the people as well. So I just thought that was funny, like
the
fact that someone was in a genuine predicament of what to do with their name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Guy
Manson. Person.
Yeah. Sorry, what's the table row? Person.
Yeah. What?
Sorry. Person.
Oh, Mr. Person.
Oh, yeah. Okay, come this way, Mr. Person.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's it. That's all my social media outlets.
Tweets of the month. Oh, no, actually, we said we were going to do, it was Tweets of the month. Tweets of the month. Yeah. Hopefully Paul's listening. I think he does, doesn't he?
I think he does, yeah.
He tuned into most of the episodes, doesn't he?
He depends if he's in America or not.
Oh, yeah. I think he's travelling at the minute, so he might miss this one, yeah. But yeah, if you're listening, Paul, how you doing, mate?
Yeah. I know.
Right. We love Help's our favourite album.
Yes, exactly.
It'd be interesting to know what Paul's favourite Beatles album is.
Maybe it would be like, I reckon it would be something like an album Partridge Answer. I think it was like the best of the Beatles.
Of course, yeah. Yeah. Best Beatles album, the best
favourite Beatles album, the best of the Beatles.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Have you seen that new Twitter page called Accidental Partridge?
Yeah, I've followed all them, like Accidental Partridge, Political Partridge as well. It's brilliant.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was Tweets of the Month.
Tweets of the Month. Should we have a break?
Let's have a break. Let's get another beer.
Oh, wow, yeah. It's long, this one.
Ooh.
Requiem hase hame salon nole Sole Sole.
The new album from Daft Monk, out now.
Okay, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Now we've refreshed, recharged the glasses.
Yeah, so I'm on a can of the ancestral, as we call it,
Yeah.
relating back to Tom's Irish ancestry.
Yeah.
It's Guinness, but with a twist.
Oh, with a twist I wasn't sure about, but I've tasted it, and I'm a convert now.
You're a convert. It's coffee beer, cold brew coffee beer.
Guinness cold brew coffee beer. Have you ever heard of like?
What were they thinking?
Yeah.
But it's very nice.
Irish relatives before. You're on your head, Dad.
Yeah.
Putting the coffee in it.
It is mad, isn't it? The kind of the successful kind of things that we add a twist to, and then kind of 6 months later they kind of discontinued.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that didn't work, kind of thing.
You know, Guinness has been around for nearly 300 years.
Yeah.
Don't mess with the recipe.
Don't mess with it. Yeah. But you do like variants of Guinness, don't you? Like the Guinness Indian IPA and all that kind of stuff.
I like me dark beer.
That's not me.
I like me stouts. I like me porters. I like me dark
And
ales.
that comes from many years in that local near home, wasn't it? John Smith's was the only beer.
Yeah. I mean, it used to be quite weird when I was kind of 18, 19 and used to go kind of to nightclubs.
Yeah.
Obviously trying to attract the ladies.
Yeah.
And a lot of my friends would be drinking Blue Wickeds and
Smirnoff Ice.
yeah. Lager. And I'd be there with a can of bodies. And then wondering why none of the ladies...
Yeah. We're hoping one would come like just spot and go, "No, that's a real man."
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, that would work now, wouldn't it? The guy's a real man.
That's a real man.
He's got hairs on his chest.
He's drinking toilet duck.
Yeah. He's a real man. He's made for
loving you, baby.
He's made for loving you, baby. Yeah. I think I was probably about 10 years too early on the old
I think so. Yeah.
dark.
End of the curve, mate. End of the curve. That's what we're
Exactly. I always want to be at the forefront of, technology and man's kind of, issues and problems.
When we used to go out when we were younger, like Foster's and Stella was just like, if you could get it before you were 18, it was a massive achievement anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When you got it, it was like next with the gods, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
It tastes like toilet duck.
It's no wonder you used to get hangovers.
Oh, God, yeah.
I remember, though, like we went to a bar once when I was probably 16, 17, and I went, right, here we go to the bar, let's see if we can get served. I'll have a J2O, please. And the barmaid went and got me a J2O. Do you want ice for that? Yep. Ice, £1.80, whatever it was back in that. And I was like, I got served.
Yeah.
Only to then realise that the J2O was just a soft.
You just said you were getting pissed as well. Like,
That's the old Steve Merchant thinking he was getting high off
joss sticks. Yeah.
some good shit, man.
Good stuff there. It's joss sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. It's good. So, we've all kind of got embarrassing moments like that, I'm sure.
Exactly. Your local's the Woodside, aren't you? Paul's listening. Are you still around?
You did, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, hello, Paul. Yeah, hello, Paul, and to our 3 other listeners. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to seeing your 3 downloads on day 1 and then completely flatline.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I suppose thanks to everyone who's downloaded the last episode.
Yeah.
I think it was our second most successful episode.
Was it?
In its first month of download. So,
God.
So yeah, we're doing all right, I think. Still waiting for the big money sponsorship to come in.
I know.
Sponsored by Twitter on the.
I don't know if it would ruin it though if we started going like the Funny How podcast sponsored by Bet365.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and suppose especially as we were kind of anti-betting at one point.
Oh yes, yeah, we even had a special guest for it.
We had a special guest, yeah. Anti-gambling, should I say?
Anti-gambling, yeah.
Oh, pardon me, there we go.
We're not against Betty's, if anyone's called Betty.
Yeah. And Betty's. I was messing it.
Yeah.
We love Yorkshire puddings on the Funny Hour.
Yeah, can't say that around here.
No, not the home of the Yorkshire pudding. Yeah. So now we're going to go on to a long-standing feature. Mm-hmm. What the book was at?
Yeah. What's the entrance music?
What the book was that? So basically, anyone who's kind of heard all our previous episodes and podcasts will know that what the book was at. This is genuine books you can buy today.
Yeah. So Christmas is coming up. And
yeah.
Soon be upon us. We're in November at the moment. As we very much speak, 2022. Joe Biden's the American president. It's So the Christmas is coming up, and if you're thinking of you're stuck like, what should I get Aunt Agnes or what should I get from so and stuff? Yeah, we're here to help.
We're here to help. This is
got a few ideas.
This is the big stocking filler, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
How green were the Nazis?
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, that's very good.
The Haunted Vagina, which was a very haunting kind of thriller.
There's one thing to say about us: we can fill your stocking.
We can fill your stocking. So yeah, I've got 3 book titles as normal.
Wunderbar.
The first one, I don't know. We talked about this before about going to art galleries, haven't we? And maybe there's some boredom in going to look at view art.
Yeah, I would never want to chuck stuff custard over them or anything like that. I've never been that bored or anything. But yeah, I can appreciate people who are good artists. I'm more of a classical kind of. I like a piece of art that's been really coloured well rather than someone just smearing.
It's been coloured well.
Yeah.
Kept it within the lines.
Oh, exactly, yeah. Rather than someone just smearing shit down a blank canvas and stuff. Yeah. I'm more of that kind of guy. Walker art gallery rather than Tate gallery.
Yeah, so the Tracy Enning thing, the messy bed.
Yeah, no. It's not for me.
Sharks and formaldehyde?
No. No, I would be interested to see that. See the inside of a shark.
Yeah, there was a cow, wasn't it, he did as well.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't mind seeing that, but no, nothing like that. I once went to take Liverpool with my dad, and there was a replaying video, and it replayed every 10 seconds of just some woman doing horse impressions.
Nice.
And that was an art exhibit.
Yeah.
And stuff, and people standing around.
Interesting.
The frick is this?
Yeah.
He's obviously lost it or something.
I've got something a bit similar in that it was in, I think it was in Paris. I went to a museum in Paris, of course, went my annual holiday to Paris, where I pretend I'm French. And we went in an art gallery, and it was a similar thing. It was like a video on a clean white wall.
Yeah.
And it was, so it was someone with a mountain behind them.
Yeah.
And a camera looking at a mirror. So in the mirror, you could see the mountain behind them.
Okay.
And they were filming an avalanche coming down the mountain through the mirror.
Yeah.
That was a bit of art.
Okay.
Which I thought...
Interesting to see.
Interesting. Yeah, it was all about travel. And in the same exhibition, they had what the coffin looks like if you die and are on holiday and are brought back home.
That's true.
So the coffin is like a space saver.
Yeah.
So it's like you as if you're crunched up.
They put you sideways or something.
Yeah, they like put you into a fetal position.
Yeah, you always think like it's like a coffin, like a proper coffin.
Yeah, but you're not. It's like a fetal position. You're crammed in.
God.
So it's an exhibition about travel.
Like them vacuum packs where they suck the air out.
Pretty much. Yeah. So if anyone's thinking of going holiday with an illness, that's how you're going to be brought home.
And you don't get the air miles.
And you don't get sadly they're gone, and
exactly.
your family won't get them either.
Exactly.
They're kind of lost.
But we digress.
Yeah. So this is a book about art, and it is in particular about the mushroom in Christian art.
Ooh.
Yeah. So on the picture, it's got a picture of Jesus giving the big old harm, and underneath there's 4 mushrooms on this piece of art.
Is it?
Yeah.
So there is, actually, yeah.
So this probably gives me a new kind of meaning to going to look at art.
Yeah.
Spot the mushroom. I wonder if it's quite obvious, quite prevalent in Christian art, the mushroom.
Well, exactly. Like early Christian art and a little bit of the Where's Wally kind of thing.
Yeah.
As well, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, some of religion, I'm going to speak about this broadly, some of it's a little bit mad.
Yes.
Some of it's a little bit, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Where the ark, parting the seas, walking on water, I suppose.
All of that happened, Dave blended it.
Well, exactly, yeah. But were they all kind of had some mushrooms?
It would explain a lot. Especially like the ones with nipples on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the Beatles weren't kind of the 60s movement, weren't kind of the first to really experiment.
You weren't allowed to pick them as a kid.
No. I remember we had some grown in our school field and they had to have the police come and kind of cut them all up.
Oh, no, yeah. Full of teachers.
Yeah, as they were walking out, kind of, there you go, lads.
Teachers crawling on all 4s backs.
Yeah, we'll keep half and put the other half in the compound.
Okay, so this is a genuine book about mushrooms in Christian art.
The mushroom in Christian art, it says the identity of Jesus in the development of Christianity. And it's by John Rush. I bet he had a rush.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. author of spiritual. Yeah. Author of Spiritual Tattoo and Failed God.
Oh, no.
So yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you've got a family member who's into mushrooms or Christians or both,
Or art.
If they're into all three, this is the book, isn't it? If Auntie Nora likes going to a church on Sunday, she loves a mushroom.
Oh yeah,
loves a mushroom.
Loves mushroom soup.
Yeah, and she loves going to the odd art gallery.
There you go.
Found the book.
That's another one we fixed for you.
Yeah.
Cool.
You can thank us later.
I'll be buying that.
Okay, next one. It sounds a little bit sinister by the title. Oh God, I should just probably just come straight out with this one. Scouts in Bondage.
Okay. What year are we talking?
By Michael Bell.
They did.
I'm looking at this. I think this is probably just after the Second World War.
Is it like an old term or something like Scouts Together or something?
They're bonding.
Yeah,
maybe that's
bondage.
where it comes from.
Yeah, but now with 21st century eyes.
It's like we'll have a gay old time.
Yeah, exactly. Flintstones. Yeah.
Scouts in Bondage. Yeah, and it's just got basically a picture of scouts who are obviously trying to, I don't know, probably doing some kind of swimming certificate or something, I think.
I can't see any, but maybe he's got a bit of bondage on.
He's got some shorts on, hasn't he?
Exactly. He's got unusually big feet as well. I think that's a bit weird.
So it definitely looks something like out of the 50s, I think.
Maybe get that one, your weird uncle that doesn't like anyone coming around.
Yeah. You've got a weird uncle who was born in about 53.
Yeah.
Probably was in the Scouts. He'd probably really appreciate this. Yeah, it's definitely 1950s, I think that is.
Yeah, definitely. Especially the title and stuff. What does it say? And other violations of literary propriety.
Now, I'm not very good with literature. What does that mean?
Not a clue.
No. But
Not a clue.
With the words violations, I'm starting to think it is about bondage in the Scouts.
Violation is violating someone, isn't it?
Yeah, if you violate someone, that's bad.
Yeah. if you do something to someone in football, it's a violation.
Yeah. Violation, yeah. So
It's suspect. Maybe we might just pass that on to Jeff.
This is taking a turn, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
I've downloaded this as well.
Oh, crap. You bought it, yeah.
Oh, wait up. The rear. South Yorkshire police are tracking the internet today.
Just saying you didn't have the guy at the Who that was researching a book.
Yeah, someone stole my phone and put it on there. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Scouts in Bondage.
Okay, what's the next one?
The next one, this looks like it's more of a paper.
Okay.
By a professor, perhaps.
A white paper.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is by someone with a PhD. That has probably been made into a book that you can collect in a library. The title is "The Joy of Uncircumcising."
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to come straight out with this. Right.
No, we're not talking dissection. No.
No. Yeah, I've got a little bit of experience around nobular surgery. A little bit of experience. Restore your birthright and maximise sexual pleasure.
Right, okay.
I don't know how you could undo a circumcision.
I don't either. I don't know how much. Well, it just takes the Bob's jacket off, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't know how.
Bob's jacket.
So I don't know how John
body warmer,
he gets it back on. And it's got a banjo string.
Yeah. Is there a lot of stretching?
I don't know. You have to do a lot of stretching. It'd be literally tying it to the washing line and running away.
Yeah. The joy of uncircumcising! Exclamation.
Restore your birthright and maximum remember. It's by someone with a PhD.
Yeah. Jim
Bigelow.
Bigelow.
Yeah. Forwarded by James L. Schneider.
Schneider, MD, was that Masters?
Masters.
He's a clever people, yeah.
I imagine if you were circumcised and then you got your jacket put on, it would. But where's the how?
Where's the how? I mean, obviously we need to kind of download or purchase this paper.
Definitely. Yeah. Interesting.
Obviously there's certain religions that kind of do this as normal practice.
Yeah.
In America, is it kind of natural procedure in certain states or something, or is that still kind of religious
I
based?
think it's religious based.
Right.
Yeah, but I think a lot of Americans do have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah.
Maybe it's, yeah. But yeah, I'd say it's probably part of the norm in parts of America. I don't know.
Yeah, but with us, we very much like a jacket on.
We like it on, yeah.
Yeah.
It's only if it's kind of like for health reasons, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so the joy of uncircumcising. I mean, it's like saying the joy of...
Pruning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you reverse
The
that.
joy of cooking.
The joy of cooking.
Yeah. And then the joy of uncircumcising.
Yeah. Yeah, strange.
Maybe it's like after the fact, it's like a warning, don't circumcise.
Yeah. I could understand if it was like a book about a procedure for doing it that surgeons could take on board. But the joy.
Well, it could be anything. It's open to I was going to say circumstance. But it's open to anything, isn't it? Because you could say, like, they could be saying on about wrapping ham around it.
Do you think that's as simple as it gets? Like,
possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe not wafer thin, but
smoked.
Yeah. Something like that. Wrap it round twice.
Yeah. Experience what it's like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's very strange.
Yeah. Or maybe you just put like sausage casing over it.
Yeah. Yeah. Or a hula hoop. Got some hula hoops in the cupboard if you want to try.
Yeah. Well,
they're not big enough.
No, I need onion rings.
Yeah. I need
sellotape rolls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Figures of coke.
Yeah, bucket, something like that. Yeah, so there you go. That's
Who
my.
are you buying that for Christmas? Any Muslim or Jewish friends or something?
I don't know. No. I'm trying to think who might. I'm sure I can find someone.
Yeah.
I'll just post it through next door's letterbox.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or lots of love, number 27.
Yeah, exactly. Or just leave it at the bar.
Yeah, when we go back to the bar, we'll print it off now.
Yeah.
And we'll just leave it at the bar for anyone to read.
Exactly. Yeah, just so they know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there might be some joy in it. You don't know.
Spread the joy.
It is a PhD person, isn't it?
Hey, clever people.
Jim Bigelow, Male Gigolo. So, yeah. There you go.
Jim Bigelow, PhD. Yeah. Well, before we have a break, should we do our new feature?
Oh, God, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So this is a new feature we've been discussing, and Tommy's going to lead the way as the pioneer. Tom's going to demo this feature for the first time.
So we're still trying it out, and we don't know the format, really. I think it should be maybe along the lines of fact or fake, that kind of thing. Right?
Agree, yeah.
Fact or fake. But this time, it's a feature, like we said, if you see any band posters or anything like that, and some names really jump out to you as weird.
Yeah.
And it's mainly amongst the punk or heavy metal crowd that this applies to.
Yeah. Why do they have such kind of out there names?
Attention. Okay, it's got to be, isn't it? Yeah.
Is it the old Bill Bailey middle class?
Yeah. Thank you. Slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so these are the bands that use that. Really heavy bands and stuff. But yeah, if you're into that music, that's fine. But some of the band names are hilarious.
Yeah.
So I thought we'd kind of pick on that.
That rather than on them.
So what we'll do is, if you think the band name that I'm going to read out, this heavy metal band, whichever one I'm going to read out is real, you go, and if you think it's fake, you go, and me. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So
we've got a name for this feature.
Scapegoat.
Scapegoat.
Now the story behind that is when we were in college, there was a heavy metal band on campus. What
they were kind of like the big heavy metal band of college. Yeah.
Yeah. It's called Scapegoat, and that's like a really heavy metal game. So in homage to them, I don't know if it's still going, but yeah, in homage to them. Yeah,
homage to them and Gary the Dog, who was the lead guitarist.
Exactly. Yeah. So.
And
I'm going to read them out in a kind of heavy metal, kind of Metallica kind of style stuff. And you tell me if it's or
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Bathtub shitter.
That was bathtub shitter.
Meh. Oh, really?
That's true.
That's a real heavy metal band.
Bathtub Shitter is a real heavy metal band.
Bathtub Shitter.
Exactly.
Okay.
Next one. Waffle Stomp.
Waffle Stomp.
Now, Waffle Stomp strikes me as a kind of name if you were wearing boots and walking down the street and stood in dog shit.
You could recreate the shape of a waffle.
And it would look like a waffle. Yeah. So I think that's what that was based on. But.
Yeah, it could be real then. I'm gonna. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not real. I made that up on the train.
Waffle Stomp.
Okay.
Not doing very well.
Next one. Bladder football.
Bladder football.
So like the cow's bladder. You being kicked about as a football.
And then 1950s heavy metal band.
Possibly, yeah, an older one.
I remember when we used to play ping-pong.
Yeah.
And kick it around playground.
Meh.
I'm going to go meh.
You are correct with that one. There you go. Next one. Goat semen.
Goat semen.
So, goat semen.
Goat. It's not the first time we've talked about semen on the...
No, exactly.
Whether it be vasectomy or semen recipes.
Yeah.
We're quite semen heavy, aren't we?
Goat semen.
Goat semen. Yeah.
That's correct.
That's 2-2.
So
I've pulled it
kind of
back.
a Slipknotty kind of thing, isn't it, with goats and stuff
Goat
like that.
semen.
Yeah.
Goat semen.
Exactly.
Okay.
Next song. Then I've just read one of the last ones. Next one. Hate vomits.
I've had a few hate vomits. I hate all vomit. Hate vomit. That's got to be... Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, that was invented on the train, was
just
it?
kind of made up two.
Was there some Shrewsbury Town fan vomiting?
Yeah, exactly.
After
yeah.
6 cans of
Feeling
Stella
up
in an
and
hour. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Next one. Pissed jeans.
Pissed jeans?
Yeah.
As in trousers or as in your genetics?
Pissed jeans, as in trousers.
Ali McMoist. Oh, I've wet me trousers. Yeah.
You are correct. Yeah, that is true.
A Scottish tribute to
Pissed
Ali
jeans.
McCoy.
That's got to be a Scottish band name.
Yeah. Hey, you get any pissed jeans?
We'll wear pissed jeans, and this next one's called. Okay. Got 2 more left.
Okay, so we're 3 each.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next one. Spunk water.
Spunk water. Is this some kind of middle class 15-year-old reliving?
Could be living in the garage, kind of heavy metal. Right, I made up on the train.
Spunk water.
Spunk water.
Meh.
Correct.
Whew.
Now, for this next one, have you got enough alcohol?
What, in the house or in the system?
If you put it in your mouth, and I'll read it out. This might go messy.
Go on.
Unexpected item in the killing area. That was unexpected item in the killing area.
So, I'm thinking this is a 17-year-old lad who's got a weekend job at Tesco's.
Possibly.
Working on the pack it yourself section, bag it yourself, who hates his job. And he just pictures killing them.
Yeah.
Call of Duty style.
Possibly.
I'm going to go, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh!
I don't know where that came from in my head, but I made that up on the train.
Do you know, that is so good because you can imagine some...
Yeah, because it's long and weird and stuff.
Some heavy metal guy. I hate my job.
Unexpected item in the killing area.
So I'm going to kill all these people. Can't pack the bags properly.
Do you want 10p bag?
Yeah.
Or you want to carry it yourself? There you go.
Love it.
Like that feature.
Love it. I think that was 4-all, so that was...
Yeah, alright, you did well.
That was better than No Way Liam or Napoleon. I think it...
I missed that.
Yeah. In fact, or
You
fake.
ran out of both, though.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I mean, I was really, really, really kind of on the borderline of, you know, what Liam and Napoleon could have actually said between them.
Yeah.
So no, I love that. I really
excellent. I think that's gonna stick.
That is a sticker.
Yeah.
So next one, should I have a go?
Yeah, sound.
We'll reverse it.
Yeah.
Cool.
and we'll form a band called Unexpected Item in the Killing Room.
I mean, yeah, if ever there was something we should do off the back of this, it's form that band, yeah.
Exactly. I think we need a break.
Let's have a break.
Juan Carlos. Welcome to Juan Carlos Tapas Restaurant. Juan Carlos. Come to our restaurant, the best tapas restaurant in all of Pablo de Dudley. Juan Carlos. Come, feast upon my Spanish sausage. Juan Carlos. Come, I will show you to your table. Pull out your chair, then seat your wife and sneakily sniff her hair. Juan Carlos. Come, don't take my word for it. Listen to my customers. Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos is a real gentleman. I told him that I was having difficulty eating my fish platter. He then leaned forward and stuck his finger right into my clam. Wonderful. Juan Carlos. So come, be my guest, eat my food, drink my sangria, and then join me in the hot tub after the meal for one final little portion. Hasta luego, Juan Carlos. Pleasure.
Hello, and welcome back to the final part of the Funny Hour with Tom and James.
Hello, welcome back. It's been good, hasn't it, mate?
I've enjoyed it. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed the new feature, Scapegoat.
Yeah, Scapegoat.
And that was really, that one. That's the best new feature we've had for a while, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're now going to kind of go on to the classic final two features, aren't we?
Yes, exactly. Steady Eddie's the one we usually do.
Yeah, weird news, and then we'll finish up with classic album. Tom's still not sure whether it's one we've had before.
It's so hard now because we've covered so much fun. Because music's very much the same stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of the same albums. I definitely think we've done the band before, but I don't think we've done the album.
Right. I suppose the thing that you get to the point where you're not picking classic albums anymore.
No.
Surely your classic albums are your top 10 albums.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything outside that's just a very good album.
Yeah. Or one you would, a go-to album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're very close to being outside of our top 10 albums, probably. Yeah. And we've probably, out of our top 10, there might be 2 or 3 which are kind of crossover albums.
Possibly. Yeah.
Help, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
In particular. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what it is. So yeah, we're going to do weird news first. Jingle is weird news.
Yeah, so weird news first.
Weird news.
This. Everyone was weird news.
Everyone was weird news. And we say this every time, but it's just on the increase.
Yeah.
I could have picked from about 20 stories this month.
I know, there was a bit of a drought about a year ago, wasn't there? But now it's just...
I think it's when we come out of lockdown.
Yeah.
People went back to normality and kind of lusted for a bit of normality.
And stuff. Yeah.
And now all the other stuff's going on, kind of economic downturns and all that stuff. Yeah. People just gone mad again. So I've got 5.
Okay. 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to try and go through them in like a couple of minutes each. We'll try and go through it quick.
Yeah.
So this first one, you already know about this one. What you might not know, so it's from unilad.com.
Yeah.
What you might not know is about the publisher's name. Is it the publisher? The journalist's name.
Yeah.
His name's Charlie Coxedge.
Okay.
That isn't the weird bit. But the headline reads, "Man uses homemade pump to spray poo through friend's letterbox."
Friends letterbox?
Friends, it says. Yeah, friends.
Horrible neighbour.
No, it says friends. So it says, it starts off with, "Unexpected things drop through letterboxes all the time.
True.
It's kind of a given. It just happens.
Yeah.
Takeaway menus, flyers, or something you're not going to go to. Those pesky bills which keep turning up." But one unlucky recipient of a passive-aggressive note from an irritated housemate and neighbour telling you to stop stealing their cheese or to turn your music down. Most of these things are a fairly normal occurrence that can easily be resolved.
Stealing their cheese.
Yeah, I don't know why it says stealing their cheese.
Yeah.
That's just students.
Yeah, growing up.
Yeah. However, shocking footage has emerged of something which might be harder to forgive. A pensioner used a homemade pump to spray his own feces through his former friend's letterbox in a sickening revenge attack. This isn't feuding neighbours, though. Jeffrey Holroyd Doverton, 75, stored up his feces for 2 months before driving nearly 200 miles to deposit it through Donald Wicks's front door. Ipswich Magistrates Court heard on Wednesday, May the 30th, how Holroyd Doverton believed Mr. Wicks had contributed to the breakup of his marriage and ruined his life. So he decided to take the fecal matter into his own hands. There's a pun for you. Stomach-churning footage showed the excrement splatter across the hallway and staircase and carpet following the late-night attack on January the 1st. Happy New Year! Well, your birthday's New Year's Eve, isn't it? So maybe as a friend, I'll drive 200 miles and
wish me a crappy New Year.
Wish you a crappy New Year, bum. CCTV from outside the couple's home in Braintree, Essex, showed the pensioner walking up to the front door armed with homemade pump.
Was it like a Ghostbusters pack?
It was basically like a modified Hoover.
Oh, sweet.
And he's basically just switched it on the other way, so obviously from suck to spray. He fired crap through the letterbox. He's been fined £500 and he's had a restraining order. £500, it seems a little light, doesn't it?
I know, for spraying shit.
Yeah, through someone's letterbox. 2 months of shit.
Through someone's letterbox.
Yeah, that sounds like a prison sentence, really, doesn't it? That's weird news number one.
Oh god, that is weird news. That's very weird news.
That is very weird.
Did she get back with him?
It doesn't say. To be continued. I'd imagine this New Year's Eve he's gonna.
It might be the case where she goes, if you love me enough to drive 200 miles and spray shit through a letterbox.
I mean, yeah. If someone wanted to know how much someone loved them, that's a sign of love.
Yeah,
Tom.
You'd give them your 2 months worth of shit.
Yeah. If someone leaves you this Christmas, then just pump shit through the letterbox, and they will know that you love them.
Yeah.
This second one is from probably a number one source. One of the number one sources of weird news. It's metro.co.uk.
It's just a way of saying that I'm the only one for poo.
Yeah, I'll put all your shit.
Yeah.
Quite literally. I know what it smells like when you open the bathroom door.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's true love.
Yeah.
The smell of shit.
Yeah.
This one, metro.co.uk.
Always a good source.
Always a good source. Yeah. Cockbridge sign nicked so many times that tamper-proof ones are being erected. So this is a town in a village in Scotland that's called Cockbridge.
Cockbridge, okay. Yeah.
And people have stolen the sign welcoming them to Cockbridge so many times that they've had to make an anti-vandal sign so that no one can steal it.
So they've had to erect a cock.
They've had to erect a cock so no one can steal it. It's regularly stolen. Apparently this town, Cockbridge, come to fame because of presenter Sir Terry Wogan. So he must have mentioned it on his breakfast show. It's in Aberdeenshire. So the local council disappointed. It's had to come to this. They've had to erect an anti-vandal Cockbridge place name. Aberdeenshire Council, we are aware of the issues with this sign and are working to replace it using more robust tamper-proof fixings.
Yeah. Someone can nobble
it. So it's one of the highest towns in the UK. It often disappears completely under the snow. Known locally as the Lect. But around the country it is more infamous as the A939 Cockbridge to Tomatool. Tomatool. So there you go.
There's a cold wind blowing across Cockbridge.
There's a cold wind across my Tomatool.
Cool, I like that.
So there you go.
I think we should go there.
I think we should have a picture taken with at Cockbridge.
That's just saying this one can't be tampered with. It can't be tampered with.
Yeah.
And it's basically inviting to the country. What can you say about that?
Yeah. When I went to high school, two of my best friends kind of moved away within the same year.
Yeah.
And one of them went to live in Cockermouth in Cumbria.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one went to live in Scotland in Peeballs in the same year, yeah. That's probably quite...
Two of your best friends moved away at the same time?
Within the same year.
You're trying to drop it in.
Yeah. Where's Tom going to move to? He's probably going to move to Cockbridge. Cockermouth. Right, okay. This third one, number 3, you've heard this one. Once again, it's on metro.co.uk. Woman stopped at airport while wearing butt plug containing boyfriend's ashes.
Oh, God, yeah. Did I send you this one?
You sent me this one.
Yeah.
I think I found it about 3 minutes before you sent it me. So, it obviously kind of Twitter must have gone mad with this story.
No, all I did was read the title. I didn't know the story behind it, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's quite a sad story. Obviously, this woman has lost the love of her life.
Yeah.
But the circumstances that happened after. Yeah, a woman was stopped by airport security because she was carrying her boyfriend's ashes in a sex toy that was his favourite place.
What? Oh. His favourite place?
His favourite place. Yeah. Sarah Button, 23, has gone viral on TikTok. Button? It was up at the... no pun intended, has gone viral on TikTok for wearing a metal butt plug with Forever engraved on it. And she wore it through an Australian airport. While going through customs, the law student wore the toy as a way of travelling with her late partner, and she hoped to show him the world. Button from Australia. From her pants, from inside her... Yeah. She bought the toy as a gag gift by her boy. Oh, right. So he bought it for her.
Right.
As a gift. But then obviously she's had it kind of designed to contain his ashes. So it was his favourite toy that went in the favourite place.
I mean, I've heard of like when you lose someone, you do anything to try and fill the hole.
This is taking it a new level, isn't it? Yeah. It was a bit nerve-wracking going through security with just a normal butt plug in.
Yeah.
But having one with your boyfriend's ashes.
I bet the bleep went off.
I bet there's a picture of it.
Oh my God. It just looks like a doorknob.
Yeah, and 5 million people have seen it with people saying this is romantic.
That is not right.
It's not romantic.
No.
Meat-loving dad demands daughter pack bags and get out after finding corn in the freezer. This is mirror.co.uk. Yeah, a woman has decided to become vegetarian and was left gobsmacked when her dad told her to get out. This woman had been put off from eating meat after having a really bad tummy from eating chicken.
We've all been there, haven't we?
We've all been there. And as we said last time, I remember the time I ate a kebab out of the bin and my tummy was put off for a couple of weeks.
That is all your own fault, though.
That is my own fault. Nothing to do with the chicken. Yeah.
It was that lovely wraparound kebab that you used to get in Manchester.
You saw everything. Everything.
I've never seen a wraparound kebab since.
Maybe that's the answer to that, the joy of uncircumcised.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wrap it around.
Big old kebab around it.
Slab of kebab.
Big slab of kebab. This angry dad is holding 2 bags of corn here.
Yeah.
If you're thinking of going vegetarian, just make sure your dad isn't an absolute mentalist.
Yeah, exactly. And make sure you've got a good living situation first.
Yeah, I love this line here. Being gay is fine, no problem. Being a little cow most of your life, I can live with that. But his daughter giving up meat for his alternative, that's beyond forgiveness.
Oh, bastard.
Yeah. So be gay.
You said North Yorkshire?
No, North Yorkshire.
Bastard.
So there we go. So I've now got to find my final one, which I forgot what it was. Oh, I know. I don't know.
The final one was the avian theme.
It did in it daily. It was on the Daily Star. So here we go. So the headline reads: Woman takes snap of a duck, but it really isn't what it seems. So at first glance, she thought she was taking a picture of a black fowl sitting in the grass. Yeah. But on closer inspection, she realised to her horror that it was a large dildo. So this is in Western Australia in Perth.
Bloody hell, man.
Bloody hell, mate. Bird of the week there.
Yeah, bloody hell.
What a top dildo. Since it was posted on social media, it has attracted some hilarious comments. People have likened it to the Australian Loch Ness monster.
Crocodile Fundy.
Crocodile Fundy. Bloody hell, man. There's basically this woman has taken a picture of what she thought was an exotic breed of duck.
Yeah, and we'll retweet the pictures, but honestly, I can see where she's coming from.
Yeah, quite literally.
But yeah, I can see where she's coming from because that looks like a little Nessie sticking his head out of the grass, like, hey, you bastard.
Hey, you bastard.
Yeah.
But it's actually a dildo, yeah. So yeah, this isn't the first time it's happened. Last month, a video emerged of a woman using a dildo to get dents out of her car. I can imagine she was just absolutely smacking the hell out of the door or something.
Oh, God.
And in another case of mistaken identity, a lad was totally stunned when he received a double-ended dildo in the post after ordering a CD.
I didn't know which end was which.
I know, yeah. So, yeah, that must have been a double Dido album, I think he's ordered.
Yeah, double platinum Dido album.
Yeah, and he ended up with a big silvery dildo.
Which, the second side of the album is the same songs as the first side.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. So you really feel like you get
exactly,
double
light the candles and stuff.
Yeah.
That chill out session.
Yeah. So, that was kind of an abrupt ending to Weird News.
Yeah.
We can only apologise on behalf of technology.
But we rescued it.
Yeah, so I'm going to make sure I keep clicking this mouse now.
Yeah.
We now move on to our final segment of the show, and Tom has got his fingers crossed that this album has not been debuted before on the show.
I'm starting to think that myself.
Otherwise, Mike McCutcheon is ready to go.
Oh, please don't. Right, okay. This album. You know how I like to keep my finger on the pulse of the youngsters today and stuff.
Yeah, is this one from 1978?
1963.
Okay, right. Yeah, really got your finger on the pulse. Yeah.
And we are massive Beatles fans.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, I don't think we've done it before. And it's Please Please Me.
Okay. No, we haven't.
Excellent.
So that's part one tipped.
Yeah. Now, this isn't your stereotypical Beatles fan album.
No.
This is kind of a bit off the beaten track kind of thing.
Off the Beatles track?
Yeah, off the Beatles track, yeah. And stuff. So this is kind of a bit off there and stuff. But I love this album.
Yeah.
Because unless you're a Beatles fan like we are and stuff, the fact that they had to record the whole thing in 10 hours, and it was a massive worldwide, well, not worldwide, I think it's countrywide at that point, but after it became worldwide, was a massive hit. It's just astronomical.
Yeah.
How good it sounds and how clean it sounds. So it's the first time you met George Martin and everything.
Yeah.
Went into the studio and I just think every song is just like a really, really good song and a really good start for it. There is a lot of covers in there. There's a lot of stuff that's not even there, like Twist and Shout and stuff.
Well, this is it. A lot of people think Twist and Shout was a Beatles song. It's probably one of those few songs that the Beatles version is more famous than the original.
Exactly.
There's not many that kind of jump. I'm guessing, what is it? Probably 8 out of the 14 are original Beatles songs.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. So like, I don't go to here and all that. And those kind of ones that Please Please Me.
Yeah.
That's one of theirs and stuff, isn't it? But I just love that album because it's that kind of early raw. I watched that. I'm not an Elvis fan, but I watched the Elvis film recently, and you don't believe how many songs are from the deep south black underground kind of music. Yeah. Like Hound Dog, I didn't realise that wasn't. I knew he probably hadn't wrote it, but I didn't realise it was an old.
So he wasn't the original.
Yeah. I didn't realise an older song like Steve Black soul music and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Like all these songs, That's All Right Mama, and the same. Yeah. And he just kind of repackaged it and commercialised it and stuff and made it sellable for a racist time. But but that's the kind of stuff the Beatles, they weren't afraid of kind of picking up that really deep kind of underculture of in there and in their music and stuff like Twist and Shout. Who was it? Was it Chuck Berry or something?
I'm not sure. I think it was something Brothers. Well, not the Everly Brothers or something like that. I think, did they record the album in order as well?
Yeah.
Because I've heard that Twist and Shout was the last one they recorded and John basically broke his voice.
Yeah, his voice was going by the time and it's, as anyone's heard, it's like really screaming kind of stuff. And you can tell his voice is going past. It doesn't sound bad.
No.
It's not like me on a karaoke on a Thursday night and stuff screaming. Yeah. It still sounds great, but you can tell his voice is waning.
It's going.
Yeah.
I think he said that after doing that, his voice was never the same again.
Yeah.
It changed his voice forever.
It literally broke and couldn't do the highs as much. And
yeah, exactly, yeah.
No, but it was just, I just love it. And I think I have fond memories of it, of me and you driving to Manchester to play a gig and we'd have it on in the car and that kind of stuff. And like, even my favourite song on it is just a weird one, and I Go to Him. It's just a great song. It's like Chains, Boy, Ask Me Why, Love Me Do.
Yeah.
Massive song.
Boys is a great song. That was Ringo's song, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Which is a cover.
There's a Place.
That's an original Lennon McCartney, isn't it? Which always reminds me, always makes me think of Going the Cavern.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a Place.
Yeah.
One of my favourites is A Taste of Honey.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, is a cover, isn't it?
Taste of Honey. Yeah. It's just brilliant, and I just love those like kind of raw, authentic songs when they were only like 20 or something.
Yeah.
21.
Wasn't there something that George Harrison recorded that album with the black eye? He'd been
knocked down by... No, there was a story that he'd been punched by someone who was angry that Ringo had come to the band.
That's right, yeah.
And then he got run over.
That's right, yeah.
He said, I had a really bad day. Someone punched me and then I got run over. That's how it happened.
And then, like, the next day they're recording this album in one massive session.
Yeah.
So I was guessing that it's a very live album. It's all one tape, or not one tape, but it's all... They've recorded it live, drums, guitars, vocals,
like, one hit. That's it, done. As long as you didn't mess up, move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, very raw.
I suppose that shows you at that point what a good live band they were.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Obviously, once you get through to the Beatlemania and the screaming and the chaos, by the time you get to 66, Beatles aren't a great live band anymore because of the stuff they can't do, basically. Like, they can't perform as they want to anymore. Too complex, and the screaming, you can't hear themselves perform.
Well, apparently, like, this, I think they said on their phone, George Martin just went, just play me your set list. See what you've got. Right. Yeah, just go for it. Just stand up the front and stuff. Just play through your set list. See what you got and stuff. But they'd made an album out of it because it was that good. It must have been only intended, I can only think it must have been intended to just be a demo session. Or something, just to see which ones were good and stuff. But it stood up on its own. Yeah, exactly,
I suppose that you think they did like the Decca sessions, didn't they, the year before, which was their first kind of audition. And
Sharon Osbourne's dad.
Was it?
Yeah.
And he turned them down.
Yeah, I think
and then the year after that, they went and signed the Stones, didn't they?
Yeah.
It can only make me think what a mistake they must have made. But I'm guessing they probably tried to record a very different album the year before. I mean, you get a thing like Three Cool Cats and The Chic of Araby. That was the kind of the demos they recorded.
Yeah.
So it'd have been almost totally a covers album had they done their first album the year before.
Yeah, it would have been, which was the norm.
Yeah.
It's not really the norm, unless you're a failed soap star or anything like that. It's not the norm to do covers anymore.
I suppose they must have been very groundbreaking then to A, record an album.
Yeah.
But B, also record an album dominated by their own songs, original compositions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There would have been any bands doing that.
Yeah, there were Alan Lynn with George Martin as well, because he was a composer and all that.
Exactly, yeah. I think that's why they talk him a lot as the fifth Beatle.
Yeah.
Who was the grown-up who helped pull them along to be musicians and also great innovators in the studio. Exactly, yeah. I think that's the one thing about the Beatles that no other band can compare with. The journey they went on in 7-8 years.
Yeah.
From rock and roll band to kind of this acoustic kind of country and western band with Nowhere Man.
Yeah.
And then that Bridge of Help, which is obviously our favourite Beatles album, which then bridges into more experimental stuff.
Yeah.
And then they finish off kind of doing ballads, really.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and then little rock songs in there, like Helter Skelter and Come Together and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think any band's been through that journey in such a short space of time.
No, and that's why I love that album. It's always a go-to album if ever in a car journey or something like that. Because I just like it. It's just happy and it's cool. Yeah.
You can feel that the raw energy of just one song after
even though it's 60 years old, it's still one of my favourites.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing album. Like I said, the top 5 Beatles albums by most journalists and fans will never include Please Please Me.
No, exactly. But I think it's underwritten because there's a lot of to judging it by modern eyes or eyes. You've got to judge it through eyes of 1963, where it's Cliff Richard and Shadows and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's kind of way ahead of its time, groundbreaking. We're going to record songs that we've written.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not going to do a cover band or do a backing for some other artist or anything like that.
Yeah.
Which they tried to do with Tony Sherry.
With My Bonnie. Yeah.
Exactly. It wasn't that. They just went on their own. So, and invented a new way of thinking.
Changed music forever.
Exactly.
From that day onwards, really. Thank God they did, yeah. Amazing choice, mate.
Cool. Awesome.
Definitely better than Martin McCutcheon's You, Me and Us.
I wouldn't be gutted if it wasn't, because this is my moment as a tune.
It is a tune. It's up there with anything the Beatles have ever written.
Yeah, exactly. And she threw up on Mick Hucknall's hair, and he had to get it cut.
Did they date for a while? Is that why?
So.
Yeah.
He had ginger dreadlocks, which is the most tragic thing.
I'd probably puke up on that. Yeah. So if we're out late and we see some ginger dreadlocks, I might.
Yeah. I think it's tragic.
It's tragic.
Yeah.
So on that note, we should.
I should be one of Simply Dread. Should be one of
Simple Dread.
We know our worst albums that we have to talk about.
Yeah. Let's throwing up on you. Yeah. So I hope people have enjoyed our first live broadcast, joint broadcast.
First recording with alcohol.
First recording with alcohol in the same room.
Yeah. So what's next? We're going to do a Christmas special.
We'll do a Christmas special, probably back as per normal.
Yeah, we've got to record our Christmas World Cup song.
Oh God, we've got to do that sharpish. Yeah.
We only have a year to do it.
Yeah. So there's a lot coming up, but hopefully you enjoy this edition.
Yeah.
And hopefully we will manage to cut the weird news in so it doesn't sound like we've completely ballsed it up with the editing.
No, we won't. They're half pissed anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah. So
Super Scott.
Yeah. Thanks everyone.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Make sure you follow us on the old Twitters at the Funny Hour UK.
Yeah, and remember our book recommendations and then we're on to Christmas if you have a fancy them.
Yeah. Perhaps we should do like a best of for Christmas with the books, like really last minute stocking fillers.
I think you have the Nazis were the Nazis green. I think that's a very good question.
It is a very good question.
Yeah.
Perhaps people can do some more research into that.
Possibly. Yeah, exactly.
Give us a definitive answer, yeah.
Wonderbar.
So with that in mind, Tom will finish drinking his German beer.
Oh yeah, that's very good.
It's very good. I shall finish drinking my Irish coffee beer. And we shall speak to everyone next month.
Exactly. Have a good November.
Have a good November.
Take some leaves and drink some beer.
Yeah. Bye everyone.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
You put them up.